You know, I like tigers, but I never realized how much a person could like tigers until I watched Tiger King.
Ow, son of a bitch!
Hello and welcome to Unwanted Commentary. I'm Coco, and today we're gonna be talking about the Netflix phenomenon, Tiger King, and damn that Carole Baskins. Yeah, this is gonna be funny. Anyways, I do not have this scripted, so I'm just gonna tell you my thoughts about Tiger King. This documentary, I was keeping it off. I did not want to watch it because, you know, it seemed like a waste of time. And in retrospect, it kind of was a waste of time, but when you're in quarantine, there's nothing better to do. Just kidding, there's a lot better to do because we live in the age of the internet. I mean, seriously, if you can't find a hobby in 2020, I feel bad for you. But yeah, one of my main takeaways from Tiger King is that white people scare the shit. White people terrify me, okay? There are some crazy white people in this world. And I mean, okay, I love all races of people. I love white people, I love black people, I love Asian people, I love brown people. I know it seems like I don't love Indian people,
but I do.
I just don't love insane people, and most of the Indian people I know in my life are insane, okay? And now thanks to this documentary, I've experienced insane white people, so yeah. But yeah, the fact that there are more tigers in captivity in America than in the wild in the rest of the world blows my mind. It's insane. Joe Exotic is insane. If you have not watched this Netflix special, I mean, it's kind of a waste of 7 hours, now 8 hours, because they've added an extra episode with Joel McHale, who's like the most bland, basic white boy ever. I could do his job 10 times better than him, just saying. But yeah, I guess one thing I can do in this video is go through all the crazy people in Tiger King. And this is all alleged, this is all my opinion, I don't want to get sued by that Carole Baskins. But yeah, they're all pretty crazy. I mean, there are some sane people, like that guy who has prosthetic legs. He seems like a good guy, but the rest of them seem pretty crazy. First, you got Joe. Joe is quite, he's quite a character. He had a lot of big tigers. I mean, when he wasn't in jail. Fun fact, apparently he was terrified of big cats, which is kind of funny because they called him the Tiger King even though he's a which is kind of insane because he's a bigger pussy than the big pussies that he's around. Okay, puns are fun, aren't they?
No, God!
But yeah, he had two husbands, which were both straight guys, but I guess they decided to, you know, marry him because apparently people will pretend to be gay for money if you pay them enough money, okay? And if, I don't know, man, dude. This guy also had a vendetta against this woman named Carole Baskins, which, if you've been on the internet, you probably heard about Carole Baskins. She is also a crazy white person. She runs, allegedly, she kind of has like a culty thing, or at least the way they showed it in the documentary, it seems like a cult, okay? So here's Joe. He has a zoo full of animals, but all the animal rights activists,
the dang PETA people, you know, the
ladies who protest things by getting naked and, you know, throwing blood-colored paint. I don't know, dude. PETA's crazy.
PETA's crazy.
They're crazy, but it's kind of amazing, actually, because this documentary showed me that there are people crazier than PETA, that PETA actually goes after. So, round of applause for PETA. Anyways, dude, this video is gonna just be so bad because it's just so tangential. So that's Joe, and Joe is considered public enemy to the animal rights groups, and that's where we get Carole Baskins.
Carole Baskins.
Carole Baskins runs an ethical zoo or something. She feels like it's ethical, and she doesn't pay people, right? They just come to work with her tigers and take care of her animals because they love it, and they get titles like, I'm a level 1 red shirt or a level 2 red shirt, and I gotta work here this many years, and I can get this title. It sounds very, very Scientology, like, it's creepy. I don't know what's wrong with these white people and their
cults,
but they love their cults. But yeah, that's Carole Baskins. There may be a thing about how people think she fed her ex-husband to tigers, which it does seem like she did it. I mean, like, I don't trust any of these people in this, like, documentary. They're all insane, but I'm pretty sure she's crazy. And she's rich. I'm pretty sure she stole his money. Okay, I don't know, man. This is all alleged. Don't sue me. But yeah, Carole, after allegedly killing her first husband, she married a second husband. Because that's what you do. And their wedding photos were, you know, kind of weird. Kind of weird. Once again, I don't understand white people. Anyways, Carole Baskins is rich and she hates this guy. And this guy, Joe Exotic, the main character, he's kind of stupid. He's stupid enough to break copyright law and like, you know, copy Carole's copyright and try to profit off of it. So she sued him to hell, which is when he started getting this vendetta against her and he's like, Carole Baskins needs to die. So, yeah, that's kind of the whole meme if you're not understanding it. Another character that I personally had a big problem with as a, you know, an Indian man is this guy called Bhagavan. And for those of you who may not know this, Bhagavan or Bhagwan is an Indian word. It's like for a religious person. It's like a holy one or something. It's like, hey, Bhagwan. It's a word that people use for God. And you have this white guy who's like a polygamist and he runs like a commune or something. I don't know. It's some weird stuff. Anyways, he's like one of those people who in the 60s, he had too much acid and went to like some Indian spiritual guy and he like learned it and he's like, oh my God, I must become like you, my guru. And then he went off and he had like a commune type encampment with tigers and his multiple wives and like some really creepy stuff going on. But yeah, it annoys me because right, his wives are all white. But after he marries them, after he kind of like, you know, takes advantage of them at a young age and kind of mind controls them into getting into like viewing him as their Bhagwan, as their god. After he does that, he marries them, makes sure that they're bonded by their first virginity. By virginity, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, and then he gives them an Indian name. Like there was this white woman named Moksha.
Why are we still here?
Moksha is like, I don't know what the word means, but it's an Indian word, okay? And no white woman should ever be named Moksha. I mean, seriously, just stop. So yeah, so far we've talked about 3 people in this documentary. All 3 white, all 3 insane. I don't know if you see a pattern here, but I do. But they're not all that bad. There's this one guy, a poor guy, I forgot his name.
My name's John Reinke. I'm the Director of Operations Manager here at the Garrow Wing Interactive Zoological Park. I just pretty much do a lot of babysitting and care of the animals.
He doesn't have any legs, right?
What?
He seems like a pretty decent guy. But yeah, and then there's this 4th guy. His name, I think it's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Anyways, he's one of those Ty Lopez types who like rents out houses and seems like he's a player. He's like, yo, I got this house, I got this Lambo.
New Lamborghini here.
But he doesn't actually own any of it. Anyway, he's also a weirdo. Him and his wife have like this weird relationship. They're really
Open.
They'd use tigers to get in bed with other younger women.
What the heck?
Like they would go to Las Vegas and be like, hey ladies, hey cuties, you want to play with the baby tiger? You want to cuddle a baby tiger?
Duh.
And then they would put the tigers in freaking suitcases, which is, that can't be humane. That is so messed up. They would take the tigers up to hotel rooms with these hot ladies and be like, you like these tigers? You know what? You have to bang us now, okay? You have to bang us. We let you play with our tigers. Now we want to play with your cats. What is wrong with? But yeah, I don't know, man. Tiger King was this crazy show. There was this one part where Joe went to the freaking gun store and he was like, I want 100 rounds, which honestly probably isn't that much. And then this guy was like, you want any explosives with that? I'm like, is this what white people do? They can just go to the gun store, they'll buy the ammo and the guns, and then the shop owner will be like, hey, you want some explosives with that? I'm a brown man. I couldn't get away with that. Nobody's gonna offer me
Explosives.
But yeah, I wouldn't even want explosives anyway because like, what am I gonna do?
Give the Covenant back their bomb.
I'm not rich. I don't just have cars to blow up for fun. I mean, I don't even know what I do with explosives. Why am I talking about this? At the end of the day, Tiger King was a pretty useless show. In my opinion, it didn't add any value in my life. Just, okay, it kind of did. It made me aware that white people are insane. I don't know why they like playing with dangerous animals. These animals are being mistreated and like they're being bred to be sold. Dude, it's so messed up. Like, I mean, first of all, their natural habitat
Has been destroyed, right?
so they're already struggling in the wild, but now you're forcing them to exist just because you want money? It's really messed up, dude. Also, there was a part in the very beginning where one of these workers put the arm in the cage and it got ripped off. And then Joe just goes in to like the center where the guests are. They're coming to the zoo and he's like, people, y'all gonna hear about this anyway, but one of our handlers got their arm torn off, and all the white people are just like, you know, dead faced. They're like, they're no reaction. I'm like, are you people used to arms being ripped off? Is that normal for y'all? I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Maybe watch another one. If you want to support my content, check out the merch, maybe even the Patreon, or even just subscribe and share my videos. Either way, I appreciate you and thank you for watching. And as always, never share your password.